I'm an old school pop culture host, so Auntie Lawyer is always going to be my little secret getaway. According to them people over there in the blind items, they say that you be cheating on Meg Thee Stallion any chance you get. Now, I want to be the first person to tell you I don't believe it. I do not believe it. I don't want to believe it. But again, I'm going to say this publicly. If you hurt Meg Thee Stallion, I promise you, I promise you,
Klay Thompson gets accused of cheating on Megan Thee Stallion. So you had a post. I don't know where this post came from, but this source was talking about Klay Thompson is cheating on Megan Thee Stallion every chance he gets. I call cap. I don't believe that. Not one bit. I don't believe it. Maybe if the post would have said Megan Thee Stallion cheating on Klay Thompson every chance she get, maybe I might take that serious, right? So this post, I don't know where it came from, man. I don't believe it's true with all the simping Klay Thompson's been doing. That's like a post coming out saying Russell Wilson's cheating on Sierra every chance he get. Ain't nobody believing that. Nobody's believing that. Now, hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Klay Thompson's out here knocking down every joint he see. I highly doubt that, right? So I believe that's definitely false, fake news or whatever. We'll see what happens with that situation. But that post was talking about Klay out here cheating on Meg every chance he get.
Man, I really hope Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion make it all the way to the long haul, bro. I hope their relationship is forever, to be honest, because Megan Thee Stallion need that. I'm not saying she need a man. I'm saying I think she needs a support system, and I'm hoping that Klay Thompson can be that for her, because seeing how the world had treated her and turned on her, right? Especially when it came to, the whole Tory Lanez situation. She had nobody really in her corner, but now she got this man in her corner, and I hope they make it. This is one relationship, because I don't really pay attention to celebrity relationships and stuff like that, because I don't care. But for Megan Thee Stallion's sake, I really hope that they make it. And they seem like a very good couple. They seem to really enjoy each other's company. Klay Thompson definitely enjoying himself. Megan Thee Stallion smiling. I mean, they look good together. So me personally, I really am praying on it. And when I say I'm praying on it, I really mean like I'm praying that they make it. For real. Megan Thee Stallion been through a lot. And, she deserves some love. And for all you dudes that's finna get in my comment and talk about some nonsense, bro, she tried to take down Tory, man, shut up. It wasn't even her to come after Tory. It was the goddamn state of California. But some of y'all still so uneducated that you still don't even know that. She was really trying to protect the nigga, but okay.
The internet swears it knows something Megan Thee Stallion doesn't. And if the rumors are true, this relationship might not be as perfect as it looks. Because for weeks now, people have been whispering the same thing behind the scenes. That Klay Thompson isn't as locked in as fans think, and that Megan Thee Stallion might be smiling through something much messier. But here's the thing, nothing about this situation is straightforward, and once you peel back the layers, the story gets way more complicated than a simple cheating rumor. It all starts with how this relationship even became public in the first place. For months, Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion moved in silence. No flashy announcements, no red carpet confirmations, just subtle appearances, quiet outings, and fans playing detective online. But eventually, the secrecy cracked. By mid-2025, it became impossible to deny. They were together, and not just casually. What surprised people wasn't that they were dating. It was how fast things seemed to move once the world found out. This wasn't a "we're just having fun" situation. They were showing up for each other, courtside moments, public affection, inside jokes that only couples have. And Megan Thee Stallion? She looked different. Fans noticed it almost immediately. She seemed lighter, more relaxed, like someone who finally felt safe after years of chaos. And if you know Megan Thee Stallion's history, that detail matters. She's been through public betrayals, industry drama, legal battles, and years of people questioning her honesty, her motives, even her pain. So when she finally looked genuinely happy, people rooted for her, hard. Then came the rumors. They didn't start loudly. They never do. At first, it was just quiet chatter in comment sections. A random post here, a vague tweet there, nothing concrete, no photos, no screenshots, just speculation. But speculation spreads fast when two celebrities are involved, especially when one of them is an NBA star. Because, let's be honest, NBA players don't exactly have the best reputation when it comes to faithfulness. Constant travel, money, fame, attention everywhere they go. That stereotype alone was enough to make people suspicious. And once suspicion exists, it doesn't need proof to grow. Then, New Year's Eve happened. According to online chatter, Klay was allegedly spotted at the same event as an ex. Nothing explicitly incriminating, but the timing raised eyebrows. And shortly after that, people noticed something else, a refollow. Now, normally, that wouldn't mean much, but in celebrity culture, every digital move is treated like a statement. Fans immediately connected the dots. Old rumors resurfaced, and suddenly a narrative formed. Then came the blind item. No names at first, just a description. An NBA player, a very famous rapper, cheating every chance he gets. It didn't take long for people to fill in the blanks. Klay Thompson, Megan Thee Stallion. And just like that, the internet decided the story was confirmed. But here's where things get interesting. Blind items are tricky. Sometimes they're accurate, sometimes they're pure fiction designed to generate clicks. And this one came with zero evidence. No leaked messages, no witnesses going on record, nothing. Just a bold claim designed to spark chaos. And chaos is exactly what it caused. Social media split almost instantly. Some people said, "Here we go again." Another athlete exposed, another woman embarrassed. Others shut it down completely. They didn't believe it for a second. They pointed to how Klay carries himself, quiet, private, low-key, not exactly the image of someone moving reckless in public. And then there were the Megan supporters, the ones who said, "She's been through enough, stop doing this to her." Because that's the part people forget. Megan isn't just another celebrity in a messy relationship rumor. She's someone who's already been dragged through public judgment more times than most. And for a lot of fans, the idea of her being played behind the scenes felt personal. But here's the thing no one wants to admit. Even if the rumors were true, that doesn't automatically mean Megan is clueless. Because we don't know their arrangement. And that matters. Not every relationship operates by the same rules. Some couples have boundaries the public would never understand. Some people go into relationships with full awareness of who they're dealing with, especially when fame is involved. It's possible Megan knows exactly what she signed up for. It's also possible there's nothing happening at all. The truth is, what people see online is never the full story. And that's where Klay's past starts getting brought up. Years ago, long before this relationship, Klay was accused by an ex of being unfaithful. That story never fully disappeared. So when these new rumors surfaced, people immediately said, old habits don't die. But that logic isn't always fair. People change, situations change, and dragging up decade-old allegations doesn't automatically prove anything today. Still, perception is powerful, and perception doesn't care about context. Meanwhile, Megan continued doing what she's always done. Working, touring, creating. She didn't address the rumors directly, no emotional posts, no cryptic messages, just business as usual, which to some people meant everything was fine. To others, it meant she was ignoring red flags. Then something else started circulating. People began saying the relationship felt too perfect, too polished, too affectionate, too intentional. Some even claimed it was all for PR, a strategic pairing, a clean-cut athlete, a powerful rapper, mutual benefit. But that theory doesn't fully add up either, because Megan doesn't need PR relationships, and Klay has never been someone who chases attention like that. If anything, this relationship brought more scrutiny than either of them needed. Which raises an important question. Why would they fake something that only invites more pressure? And that's why the cheating rumor feels off. Not impossible, but not solid either, especially when there's been no actual fallout. no unfollows, no shady captions, no sudden distance. In fact, people have continued spotting them together, supporting each other publicly, showing up like nothing happened. That doesn't mean rumors can't be true, but it does mean the situation isn't blowing up the way cheating scandals usually do. And that silence could mean a lot of things. It could mean they're unbothered, it could mean they've already addressed it privately, or it could mean the internet got it wrong, and the internet gets it wrong a lot. What complicates this even more is Meghan's history with public narratives. She's learned the hard way that responding to everything only feeds the fire. So now, she moves differently. She protects her peace, and maybe that's exactly what's happening here. Because despite all the noise online, Meghan continues to move like someone who's grounded. She speaks positively about her life, about love, about stability, about being in a healthier mental space than she's been in years. And that detail matters more than people realize. Those aren't the words of someone unraveling behind the scenes. Those aren't the energy of someone blindsided or spiraling. That's the mindset of someone who feels secure enough to ignore chaos instead of reacting to it. And Meghan has learned that lesson the hard way. She knows what happens when you address every rumor. She's seen how people twist statements, clip interviews, and turn vulnerability into ammunition. So now, when speculation pops up, she doesn't rush to explain herself. She doesn't defend. She doesn't perform pain for public consumption. She keeps it moving. At the same time, Klay hasn't shown any signs of panic either. No defensive interviews, no sudden PR cleanup, no awkward statements trying to control the narrative. Just calm, quiet, consistent behavior. That's what confusing people is the most. Because usually when something is about to explode, you can feel it. There's tension, there are subtle signs, someone unfollows someone posts something cryptic, someone tries to get ahead of the story. But none of that is happening here. Instead, both of them are acting like the rumors don't exist, and that leaves fans stuck in an uncomfortable position. They want answers, they want confirmation, they want someone to say something, but they're getting nothing. And maybe that's the real issue people are struggling with. Not the possibility of cheating, not even the rumors themselves. It's the lack of access. People feel entitled to know what's happening behind closed doors, especially when two famous people are involved. There's this expectation that celebrities owe transparency just because their lives are public-facing, but relationships don't work that way. They never have, and they don't suddenly change just because millions of strangers are watching. Privacy doesn't mean guilt. Silence doesn't mean deception. And rumors don't magically become facts just because they're repeated over and over again online. So where does that leave this situation? Somewhere in the gray. There's no confirmation of cheating, no confirmation of innocence either. Just speculation stacked on top of more speculation, fueled by old stereotypes and internet assumptions. And in the meantime, Meghan and Klay continue moving forward like nothing is wrong. That could mean the rumors are completely false, or it could mean they're handling whatever's happening privately, like adults who don't feel the need to explain themselves to the world. Either way, one thing is becoming very clear. This relationship has turned into a mirror for how the internet treats women like Meghan, how quickly narratives are formed around her, how easily people assume she's either being played or pretending, and how rarely anyone stops to consider that maybe, just maybe, she knows exactly what she's doing. And that reality makes people uncomfortable, quick to assume, quick to accuse, quick to turn concern into content. And until something real comes out, that's all this remains. A rumor, not a reality. But knowing how celebrity stories go, if there is more to this, it won't stay hidden forever. And if there isn't, then this will be another example of the internet trying to break something it doesn't understand. So now the question isn't whether Klay Thompson cheated. The real question is, why are people so ready to believe he did? And what does that say about how we view relationships in the spotlight? Because sometimes the loudest stories are the ones built on nothing at all. And sometimes silence tells you everything you need to know.